How do you find a supplier in other countries?
And if it's your first time working with a supplier, you could lose your money entirely. Planning to open a gym or distribute gym equipment but feels too expensive? You are not alone. Many gym owners and dealers I've met had the same question.
Can I import from other countries?
And how does it work? Before we get into it, here's one quick tip. If it's your first time importing, double check whether you are allowed to do so in your country. Some places require a basic business license or import ID to bring in commercial goods. Just a quick check now can save you big trouble later. I'm Michael from Wire Fitness. We make gym equipment for buyers overseas. I've been doing this for over 20 years. In this video, I walk you through the full process, from how to choose the right suppliers all the way to after-sales support, including key parts like freight, logistics, and more. It's simpler than you think. Let's start from the beginning. How do you find a supplier in other countries? Most people begin with a simple online search. Try something like gym equipment supplier in China on Google, and you'll find a lot of options. Platforms like Alibaba or Made in China are also useful. You can browse products, compare prices, and talk to the sales team directly. If you are planning a larger gym project or placing a big order, it's worth thinking about visiting a trade show or even coming to see the factory yourself. Events like Fable or the China Sports Show are great places to meet suppliers face-to-face. So just take a look, compare a few options, and start from there. Let's say you reach out to Wire Fitness. What happens after that? It all starts with a simple message. Sometimes it's an email, sometimes it's a quick chat on WhatsApp or through website. People ask things like, can I get a catalog? Do you ship to my country? Or simply, how much is this machine? You don't need a full plan. You can just ask things like this. That's already enough for us to start the conversation. After that first message, we usually start by asking a few simple questions. Some people already know what they want, the machines, the quantity, even the brand style. Have a rough idea for your gym layout? We can turn that into a full layout. Not sure what machines you need? Just flip through our catalog. You might get inspired. Want to know exactly what types and how many machines to buy? We will suggest the right equipment based on your space, budget, and gym goals. From there, we can recommend equipment that makes sense, and even help with a layout video in 3D to show how everything could fit. Once we've confirmed the machine models and quantities you need, we'll prepare a detailed quotation. It shows the product list, quantities, basic details, and how much space the shipment will need, so you have a clear picture of everything. If you want to customize things, that's no problem. You can customize the frame, the upholstery, the shrouds, pretty much all the main parts of the machine to match your style. And we can add your custom logo too. And one more thing, at this stage, we'll also check how you'd like to inspect the machines later. We'll make sure it's written into the contract, so everyone's clear. It's all pretty straightforward, nothing hidden, no guesswork. Once everything looks good on your side, we'll move forward with a formal order. That usually means signing a sales contract and making payments. In international trade, there are a few different payment methods: TT, LC, DP, DA. TT is a bank-to-bank wire transfer. LC is a bank guarantee. Your bank promises to pay the seller when the right documents are provided. DP means the shipping documents are released only after the buyer pays. DA means the documents are released after the buyer agrees to pay later on credit. So for today's video, I'll focus on TT, accounts for 70% of global usage, the one you'll see most. For our normal process, after you sign the contract, you pay a 30% deposit by TT, and we schedule production. Once production is complete, you will pay the remaining 70%. Nothing complicated. And before you confirm the order, it's always a good idea to ask about the production time and shipping time, just so you can plan ahead. And if it's your first time working with a supplier, I totally get it. You might want to see how the equipment is made. You are welcome to visit the factory, or we can show you a video. A lot of clients do that before confirming their first order. And for any customized machines, we'll also send you a 3D rendering, so you can check the look and the details before we start production. We just want you to feel good about moving forward. Once your deposit is in, we get started right away because we run rolling production in our factory and keep plenty of semi-finished parts ready. We can move fast and keep your delivery on schedule. So a lot of the base structure is already in place. The rest is all about customizing it for you, your colors, your logo, or the final touches. We finish the painting, add the details, and assemble everything. We'll send you photo and video updates as we go. Many clients say it's really satisfying to watch their equipment come to life, step by step. When everything's finished, it's time to check the final result. We'll send you the photos and videos of the completed machines, so you can see exactly how they turned out, all lined up and ready. Some clients prefer a live video call to see the details from every angle. Others might choose to visit in person or even hire a third-party inspection company. No problem, we support all of those. We'll make sure everything's assembled properly, on time, and up to standard. And your preferred inspection method will already be confirmed when we sign the contract. Once you give the final green light, we'll get ready to ship it out. The next step is payment and shipping. Now you pay the remaining 70% of your total order amount, since you already paid 30% as a deposit earlier. If you want to ship fast, it's best to pay the balance 1 to 2 weeks before production finishes. So we can book the earliest vessel for you. But if the payment is delayed, it may also delay your delivery. After that, we pack your machines safely and load them into containers. We'll also send you all the shipping documents and tracking numbers so you can follow your equipment every step of the way. Now let's talk about something that almost every gym owner or dealer worries about: shipping and freight forwarders. I know it sounds complicated, but don't worry. I'll walk you through how it really works. First, we confirm your destination country and agree on the trade terms. These are called Incoterms. And the main ones we use are FOB, CIF, DAP, and DDP. In most cases, clients choose FOB. Let me explain them simply. FOB means we deliver your goods onto the ship here in China. From there, you or your agent takes care of shipping, insurance, customs, and delivery in your country. CIF means we deliver the goods onto the ship and also pay for the ocean freight and insurance to your port, but you handle customs, local taxes, and delivery after it arrives. DAP means we help send the goods all the way to your door, but you pay the import, taxes, and fees when the goods arrive. Some people still call this DDU, but the official term now is DAP. DDP means we handle everything: shipping, insurance, customs, and import taxes, and deliver the goods right to your door. You don't need to deal with customs yourself. Different clients choose different ways. For example, some customers have their own freight agents, so they choose FOB. Others prefer DDP because it's simpler and they don't want to deal with customs. And if you don't already have a freight forwarder or customs broker, don't worry. Many of our customers are new to this too. You can ask local logistics companies like DHL or UPS, search online for agents in your city, or even check with other gym owners. Or if you'd rather not deal with it, we can offer DDP shipping so everything's handled right to your door. Once we agree on the terms, we'll help get all the paperwork ready. Things like commercial invoice, packing list, bills of lading, and certificates of origin. Don't worry, we'll handle most of the paperwork for you. We'll prepare a detailed list of all your machines, including names, quantities, size, and weights, and send it to you to confirm. Once you check it, we use this information for calculating shipping costs. After that, the freight forwarder gives you a full quote, including shipping fees, customs fees, and any other charges. Next comes moving the goods. Either we send them to the freight warehouse or the freight company picks them up from our factory. Then the goods go through export customs here in China. Every shipment has to be declared for export. If your country needs an inspection certificate, we'll handle that too. Once your goods are on the ship or plane, we'll send you the tracking number so you can follow where your equipment is at all times. When the goods arrive in your country, there's customs clearance. Usually, you or your local agent handles this and pays any import taxes. But if you choose DDP, we take care of all of that for you. Finally, The goods are either picked up from the port or delivered straight to your door. You sign for the delivery and the process is complete. If you are using your own freight forwarder, they'll help you with the pickup process at the port. We'll also provide all the key documents you need, like the packing list, commercial invoice, certificates of origin, and a bill of lading, to make sure everything goes smoothly. Alright, so after we've sorted out all the shipping details, a lot of clients ask me, how do I keep track of my shipment? And what should I get ready before the goods arrive? That's such an important question, because knowing what's going on helps you avoid delays and surprises. Once your goods leave the factory, usually in about 1 to 7 days, we'll send you the tracking info. Depending on how you ship, the tracking details look a bit different. If you ship by ocean, you'll get a bill of lading number, also called a BL number, from your freight forwarder or shipping agent, often along with a booking number or SO number. You can use this number to check your shipment on the shipping company's website, like MSC, Costco, or Maersk, to see where the vessel is. Ocean shipping is also the most common way to transport gym equipment. If you ship by air, you'll get an LV beer number, or AWB. You can enter this on the airline's official website to track your goods. If you use express couriers like DHL or UPS, you'll get a tracking number that you can enter right on the courier's website for real-time updates. So, no matter how you ship, you'll always be able to see where your equipment is during the journey. Then there's something called an arrival notice. A few days before your ship arrives, your freight forwarder or the shipping company will send you an arrival notice. This tells you the estimated arrival date, the port name, and any local charges you might need to pay, like terminal fees, document fees, or customs handling costs. My suggestion: start preparing your customs paperwork early, about 5 to 7 days before the vessel arrives. Usually, you will need these documents: your commercial invoice, packing list, bill of lading, and sometimes a certificate of origin, depending on your country's rules. We'll also provide all the key documents. Some countries also require extra documents. For example, if you are importing into Kenya, you'll need a COC. That's a certificate of conformity, which proves the equipment meets local standards. This certificate needs to be arranged before the goods arrive. But don't worry, if your country needs something like this, we'll remind you in advance and help you get it started. When your goods reach the port, customs officers will check your documents and sometimes inspect the shipment. Once everything is cleared, you or your agent can pick up your equipment or arrange for it to be delivered right to your door. So even though this part might sound complicated, don't worry, we'll guide you through every step so your machines arrive safely and smoothly. So after your goods have cleared customs and either arrived at your port or right at your door, there's one more important thing you shouldn't skip: checking your equipment. I always tell clients, don't just sign for your shipment and walk away. The first thing to do is open the boxes and check the machines carefully. Look for any damage to the package or the equipment itself. Make sure the quantities and models match what you ordered, and that all the small parts and accessories are there. It's a good idea to take photos or videos while you open the boxes. That way, if anything is wrong, you'll have proof to help solve the problems faster. After that comes installation. Many smaller machines are easy to install by following our manuals or video guides. But for bigger gym projects, some clients prefer to hire a professional installer locally. Either way, if you have questions, we are always here to help, even by video call if needed. So remember, check your goods first. Keep good records, and don't worry, we are here to support you through the setup. Now, even after everything is installed and looking great, sometimes small issues can still happen. Maybe there's a missing part, a scratch from shipping, or something just doesn't work the way it should. Don't worry. That's exactly why after-sales service is here. Let me explain how it works step by step. First, if you notice a problem, the best thing to do is send us your supplier return message. Please include clear photos or videos showing the issue, your order number, the machine's serial number if there's one, and a short description of what's wrong. Next, our team will check everything carefully. We'll look at your pictures and details to figure out if it's a quality issue, shipping damage, or something else. Once we know what happened, we'll tell you the best way to fix it. If it's covered under warranty, we'll send you replacement parts at no cost to you. If it's outside the warranty, don't worry, we'll still help you find the best and most affordable solution. After we send the parts or solve the problem, we'll wait for you to check and confirm that everything's okay. For us, after-sales service isn't just about fixing problems. It's about making sure your gym keeps running smoothly with no surprises. So if you ever need help, just reach out. We are always here. So besides all the steps we've talked about, there's one more thing I'd love to share with you, some practical tips that can help you avoid problems, save money, and make your import process much smoother. Over the years, I've seen many people run into trouble simply because they didn't know these small details. So here's my personal checklist for you. First, always check your supplier's background. Work with a real company that has export experience. You can check things like their business license, export certificates, or look for badges on platforms like Alibaba that show they've been verified. If you end up with an unreliable supplier, you could lose your money entirely, and that's a risk no one wants to take. Second, always double-check payment details before you transfer money. Sometimes hackers sneak into emails and change bank account info. So if you get an invoice, call or message your supplier through a separate channel, like WhatsApp or the official company email, just to confirm the bank details are correct. Third, know your address code. The address code is like the ID number for your product. It decides how much tax you will pay and whether there are any import restrictions in your country. Always check it carefully before you import. Fourth, understand your taxes and costs. Every country has different rules for import duties, VAT, and other fees. Make sure you know how much this cost might be, so you are not shocked when your goods arrive. Fifth, always sign a clear contract. Don't just rely on verbal promises. A proper contract or pro forma invoice should list product details, quantities, delivery times, payment terms, and what happens if something goes wrong. Sixth, leave enough time for shipping and customs. Things like weather, port congestion, or holidays can delay shipments. If you have a deadline, for example, opening day for your new gym, order early and talking to your forwarder about possible delays. And finally, find a good customs broker or agent in your country. A good agent knows local laws and can help you clear customs faster, saving your time and money. So even though importing might seem complicated, knowing these tips can really make a difference. So that's the full journey. From finding a supplier to shipping, customs, installation, and even after-sales support.
I know importing from other countries
Might seem big and complicated at first, but once you understand the steps, it's really not so complicated. And if you are planning to open the gym or looking to upgrade your current one, I'd love for you to check out our gym equipment.